This is Rat Pack Radio, the internet radio station that brings you everything from the top hits of music.
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
Hey, it's on there. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon.
To Sports Talk Radio.
With the first pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Jared Goff, quarterback, California.
We are here for you, WRPR Rat Pack Radio. Come join the pack. Download the WRP Rat Pack Radio app on Google Play, BlackBerry, and the Apple Store. If you're streaming, you can stream us on TuneIn.com, Web Radio Central, or RatPackSports.com/RatPackRadio. The Underground, discovering hidden talent worldwide. Playing daily on Rat Pack Radio, WRPR. Come join the pack.
Hello, sports fans, and welcome to...
You're listening to the Rat Pack Sports Show live on Rat Pack Radio, WRPR.
It's new, it's fresh, it's a slam dunk!
You're listening to Rat Pack Sports Show on WRPR Rat Pack Radio.
Blue, you're my boy! A genius. A man who has a reputation to be the best at what he does.
You see, a man has to realize his limitations. You don't know me, and you don't know what I'm capable of.
That was a heck of an effort.
This house is a prison, and the galaxy of this sucks.
You free enough.
This fight is over when I say it is over. I will massacre you.
Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
Are you not entertained?
I'd say in a given week, I probably only do about 15 minutes of real, actual work.
That's how I roll. Offensive foul!
Hello? You play to win the game.
There's a drive! Way back! It might be! It could be! Yeah!
This is my favorite part coming up right now.
Watch your tongue or have it cut from your head.
All right. Rat Pack Sports Show. We are back. We are live. Rat Pack Radio, WRPR. Streaming online, RatPackSports.com, and also the Rat Pack Radio, WRPR app. We're in the building for another week, bringing you the best days in sports talk and entertainment. It is Wednesday night, and we have a lot going on. We got AEW. We have the MLB playoffs. We have WNBA finals. We also have college football. Actually, it was playing games last night, which was surprising. I turned on the TV Tuesday night, and there was live games going on. Caught me off guard. We also have NBA. We'll get into some of the NBA talk. Hopefully, we get Nicholas Lane on. If not, we'll still cover some news and notes. NFL talk. I want to say week 7 now. So we'll get into week 7 matchups. We'll get into fantasy football talk as well, and many other things that may happen in this 3-hour saga. So my man is on the line now, so we won't hesitate. We're going to bring him in. And ladies and gentlemen, I just want to Sending a shout out to my man for coming in strong last week with his segment, the Sports Kitchen. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring him in now with his newly weekly segment, the Sports Kitchen, Mr. Willliam Graves. What's going on, brother?
What is going on, Debo?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. Just sitting here chilling and
okay. I feel that.
Getting ready to have a great show and talking some sports, man.
Are.
So what you got for us today on the second angle of the Sports Kitchen with Willliam Graves?
So Debo, the Sports Kitchen is going to be a two-part.
Okay.
And both parts are going to be done tonight.
Okay.
Because there is something that came across my feed on social media, and I shared it in the chat group. But me and Boss Hawk, we kind of touched on it.
Mm-hmm.
But just because we kind of touch on it in the chat group doesn't mean that we ain't going to bring it to the listeners.
Exactly.
So what we're going to talk about tonight is we're going to talk about this outrageous, and I do mean outrageous, possibility that Caleb Williams, the starting quarterback for the USC Trojans, in his contract negotiations with an NFL team, is going to ask for partial ownership? Bruh. Dude. Whoever your agent is, you need to fire him. You need to pick up the phone right now and fire him. Caleb, look, I've been on the record, man, and I'm going to talk to you directly because maybe there's some USC student that's out there listening to. So this Sports Kitchen, you know what? I'm going to lead it off by talking directly to you, Caleb Williams. Bro, no. What are you thinking? You really think that some owner is going to give you part of his team before you even throw a professional pass? Man, bro, come on. You can't be serious. And if you are, like I said, you need to fire your agent, because I'm not going to say that there ain't no teams out there dumb enough to do it. I'm just saying the likelihood is very, very small. Man, dude, there are several former football players that are in ownership ranks. Tom Brady got minority ownership of the Las Vegas Raiders. Dan Marino, minority owner of the Miami Dolphins. Jim Kelly, as far as I know, has some sort of ownership stake in the Buffalo Bills. Now, and I'm sure there are others. Now, here's the thing. Mr. Williams, Caleb, sir, the difference between them and you are they are Hall of Fame quarterbacks. They saved their money. They invested their money to be able to buy in to a team. And you think you're going to come in right off of the draft? Come on, man. Dude, no. Why? What would make you possibly think that could even be a possibility? No, I know what some of you listeners are going to say. Well, you don't know until you ask. You're right. You are absolutely right. You don't know until you ask. But there's a few things in this life that you should probably not know, or you should probably not ask, because you should already know the answer to it. In football, this would be one of them. Look, listeners, I'm not a Caleb Williams fan. I'm not. I'm really not. But this ain't got nothing to do with that. Okay? Yes, I think he's overhyped. I really do. I think he's so overhyped. Okay? I understand that these players got to look out for themselves. So, you know what? Do what all these other quarterbacks are doing now. Get fully guaranteed money. And then at the end of your career, if you invest your money, right, and you don't go blow it all, then shoot, why not? Go invest into an NFL team. I mean, honestly, it would, as long as you're halfway good, shoot, that would probably bring in some fans. But I want to know what his and his agent's thought process was or is for them to come out and ask for that. Now I saw this once, and normally on some of these football things, it's haha, yeah, right, good one, whatever. I actually did that with this article. The first time I saw it, I was like, man, whatever. And then I started seeing it on different sports places. And then finally, I got an actual source. Now, this source is credible. I'm not a fan, but he is credible to a certain extent, and that's the guy over there at Pro Football Talk.
Mark Florio.
Yes, Mr. Florio. Now, Debo, I'm not a fan of his. I'm really not, but I really haven't heard or seen him post too outrageous of stuff. I mean, he's some of his trade scenarios or whatever have been a little extreme, but when it comes to actual interviews and this person said this and everything like that, I've never known him to be that off base. Now, first time for everything. However, back to my point. The more I started seeing this story circulating, the more I actually started taking notice to it. And so I started looking and I started researching. I did what I could to get as much information as I could. Listeners, again, we say this a million times a year. We are not professionals. We do not have that inside guy. We do not have these inside sources. We don't have these press credentials. Because believe me, if we did, we would be a very, very dangerous group. We would probably be out scooping the people from that mouse company. But because I mean, shoot, people from that company talk about stuff 2 months later after we've already talked about it. Now, and yes, I'm talking about ESPN. Sue me. I don't care. But back to the subject. I did what I could to get as much information as I could, and this actually turned out to be a legitimate statement. Caleb Williams is prepared to ask for a minority ownership stake in whatever team drafts him. So we're just going to kind of kick off this second part of the Sports Kitchen by bringing back front and center the original OG of the Rat Pack, Mr. Derek Jones. Mr. Jones?
Yes, sir.
Welcome into the Sports Kitchen. What are your thoughts?
Well, I'm gonna be like you here because when I saw you post this in the group app, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was so much of a joke that I didn't even bother to even respond to it. And then I'm browsing, and then I start seeing like legitimate sports sites running this same story, and then I was like, this man is serious? And then the second thing I thought was, who recommended that this would be a good idea? It had to be somebody in his camp.
It's his agent. It is his agent.
Listen, he should fire his agent because he's going to ruin his draft stock.
Oh man, that Notre Dame game already ruined that.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real here. No player drafted into the league, no matter how good they are, is good enough to ask for minority stake ownership. So either this is a tactic.
You're not wrong.
Either this is a tactic to get the owners to pull away from him so he can not be drafted as high and go to a better team, or you got some really stupid people in his camp and his owner, and he should be an idiot too for even buying into this and allowing this thing to even leak out. I'm firing everybody. I mean, that's the most craziest thing I think I've ever heard from a incoming prospect. And this is not basketball. It's not even possible to do it in any sport. But I'm just throwing basketball in there for an example because in basketball you got more of a chance of one person changing the whole face of your franchise. But in football, it doesn't work like that. So Caleb Williams could be as good as he want to be, but if he step behind a bad offensive line and think he finna be successful, it's not working.
Well, so there was a scenario that was posed to me and everything, and I'm not intentionally doing this, listeners, but I'm going to keep you guys on the edge of your seat because it's more football related, and I don't really want to get into that until later on during our football segment. But I will tell you that it has to do with coaching. the New England Patriots, the USC Trojans, and the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, this is nothing that is confirmed, but it's an interesting scenario. And like I said, I'll bring it to the forefront when Boss Hog gets on during our NFL segment.
Okay.
But as for right now, that is pretty much all I have for the Sports Kitchen tonight. An incredibly short one, but I said all I need to say. Caleb Williams, bro, you got to get you some better people around you to talk some sense into you, because that Debo. Debo,
well,
do you want to take the red pill?
Sure.
Do you want to take the red pill with me?
Yeah. Let's go.
And let's go down this rabbit hole for a second.
Yep.
Let's just say a team is crazy enough to do this.
Oh.
Okay, you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
What happens if Caleb Williams turns out to be a bust?
And having minority ownership stake?
Yes.
Man, listen. I think that's out of my pay grade. I don't man, listen. Bro, that's a tough one. I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you what.
Well, that's the reason I'm asking you, because I'm trying to wrap my head around a team potentially doing this. Dude, the worst team in the NFL right now is who? The Chicago Bears?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What? Like, what? Where? In anybody's mind would they think they're in Chicago that would be a good deal?
Bruh,
because the Bears have new ownership. And even if they are the bottom of the barrel, dude, if I'm the owner of the Chicago Bears, I'm looking at that and I'm laughing and I'm like, yeah, no. We just got to see what's on the market in free agency. Are we going to see what other quarterback prospects are out there this year or next year? Because I'm about to make a very bold statement, and folks, you can post in the chat. You can say that I'm a bandwagon jumper, or a bandwagon rider, whatever. I'm honestly not. I'm not a diehard fan of this team. I do like their coach. I do like what he's doing. Debo, would you care to guess what team I'm talking about?
That you're saying may be one of those teams to take a run?
No, a college team that I'm not a diehard fan of, but I have to like their coach, and I like what he's doing. It's out west.
Colorado?
There you go. So I'm about to make a very bold statement about Colorado. And their quarterback, Mr. Shador Sanders. Sir, however you pronounce your name, I apologize if I butchered it. But Debo, to me, Sanders is a better quarterback than Caleb Williams.
Bengals?
Say what?
Say that again?
I said Sanders, the quarterback for Colorado?
Yeah.
He's a better quarterback than Caleb Williams.
You know what? After watching Caleb Williams and watching Shador like very closely over the last, 2 months pretty much of the season, I can't disagree with you. And
so here,
Shador is playing with a less talented roster on the offensive side of the ball.
I mean, you're not wrong, and this is something that I want to bring up is that the win-loss total for Colorado, that don't tell the entire story. Colorado is what, 3-3 now, something like that.
Yeah, 3-3.
Those two losses to both Oregon and USC, if I'm not mistaken, went into overtime.
Yeah.
We are talking about them losing by 3 to 6 points. Just one of those plays for Colorado goes the other way or goes their way, they won. And folks, this is the reason I am so up on Colorado right now. Folks, this is a brand new team. There is maybe two, what would you say, Debo, 2 to 3 players that were left over from last year?
I think it's one, actually.
Oh, okay. One player. Folks, one player. One player from last year's team. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think there's like I don't know, 3, maybe 4 players that came over from what was it, Jackson State, where
yeah.
So I know. I mean, of course, the quarterback Sanders said, if I'm not mistaken, I think his brother, who's a quarterback, a corner. On the defensive side, I think he came in. Somebody told me, and I haven't had a chance to. I didn't look at this, but somebody told me that Travis Hunter came from Jackson State also. Can you confirm that?
He was. I think Travis Hunter is a freshman, so he was recruited.
Okay. Okay, so
he
then
decommitted.
Maybe it was somebody else.
Yeah, he decommitted and followed Dion from Jackson State.
Okay. So you got 3 people that were on the same team that came over. Okay. All right, that's cool. A little bit of continuity. Okay. That is what it is. But folks, all in all, This is a brand new team. This is a brand new set of players, brand new coaching staff, and this man takes the number 5 and 10 team to the limit. Come on, you guys can't give a little bit of credit to that. Now, that Stanford game, that was something else. I don't have any words for that. To me, Dion might need to make a defensive coordinator change, but that's neither here nor there. We ain't even talking about that. But anyways, back to my point of this whole Caleb Williams thing. Dude, I cannot see a team that is out there that would be willing to give you a piece of the pie when you haven't even taken a single snap. Now, you come in, and over the next 3 years, you take them to 3 Super Bowls and you win 3 Super Bowls back to back. You know what? You earned it. You absolutely earned a little minority stake. I'd give it to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Not right out of college, man. Come on. Shoot, Patrick Mahomes, arguably the best quarterback in the league right now, don't have any minority stake in the Kansas City Chiefs. And this man has been to 3 Super Bowls and won 2 of them.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out there. But anyways, like I said, man, that is really all I have for the Sports Kitchen. Again, I hope you guys like my opinion. If you don't, I'm sorry. If you guys think I can do something better, like maybe shutting up and never speaking again. Hey, if that's your opinion, you know what? God bless you. I'll take it under advisement. But like I said, I just want to thank Derek for turning this half joke into something real. I'm actually kind of having fun doing this.
Yeah, man. So, Soup Kitchen as always. I know it's the second week, but hey, great content and good way to start off. Because if you wouldn't have touched it, I would have on the whole Caleb Williams issue.
Oh well, I'm still gonna bring it up later to Boss Hog, our NFL fantasy football guru, because I want his take on it.
Yeah, I mean, we all had a pretty strong opinion when it came down to the NIL at the high school level. But this here, what he is asking here, I just don't ever see that actually happening. I'll be shocked if it do. But I'll be shocked if a team even consider it. I'm just saying, man, like, does he realize like what he's asking? I mean, I don't think he realized what he is actually asking. Like you said, he's asking for an owner to give him basically partial ownership.
Hmm?
So would he be able to fire himself?
Man, look.
I'm I was just throwing the question out there. I mean,
Debo,
it's minority. I mean, it's minority ownership. So
this is what I see happening. I see a type of Johnny Manziel type exit from the NFL. And actually, it'll be worse than what Johnny Football did. Because the minute that they put pen to paper and they say, okay, we're going to give you minority ownership of our football team. This man probably is not going to care anything about playing or anything like that, man. And then when his contract is up, he's going to be gone. But he won't be gone. He will still be breaking in a little cut of the money on whatever this team does until he decides to sell out. You want to talk about a golden parachute? There you go. Like this, Debo, this can only win one of two ways. Either A, that's going to be motivation for him to go out there and win 3 or 4 Super Bowls to drive the stock of the team up, or B, he's going to flounder out and he's still going to have partial ownership of a team where he's still going to be collecting the check.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, dude, just like you, when I first saw it, I thought it was a joke. I really did. And,
well, we never heard anything of these type of demands. You're still in college. I mean, you're not even declared. And this type of stuff is already coming out. Like I said, man, it could easily, hurt his draft stock. And maybe that's what he wants. But,
well, I mean, it's a very clever way to actually do that, because like you said, the lower teams in the draft, unless they're a second pick from one of the top teams that somehow got a second first round pick, they're a little bit better than what the top teams are. And he already gave out a list of teams that he would be willing to pay for or play for. So, like, I'm just curious, if it was any other team but these teams, would he not ask for partial ownership, or is it going to a team that he doesn't want to be on, he's going to ask for the move?
That's a good point.
So what else you got, Debo?
Well, I mean, we got a lot. Obviously, we got the MLB playoffs that's happening right now. And, I've been paying attention to it for a few reasons. One, I want to see just how far the Texas Rangers go because, they beat the Rays. And then they went on and they beat Baltimore. Second and third best record in all of baseball. And right now, they're up 2-0 in the series against the Astros. And this is a team that led their division all the way and lost it on the last day of the season and ended up getting in as a wild card. So this isn't a normal wild card team. This is a division leader for 161 games or however long it was. And I think a lot of people overlooked that and didn't realize the Rangers, playing as well as they have been playing all season to be a wild card team. They might have took it personal because so far they're on a mission. And they're up 2-0 in this series. I think they will pull out this series against the Rangers. Against the Astros. And end up go to the World Series and probably end up facing I
honestly think it's going to be the Phillies.
Yeah, Phillies. Phillies right now right now the Phillies are playing out of their minds. Home runs. I think they hit 11 home runs so far in this series alone. And I think on the playoffs, they got about 40 home runs as a team. So, they always say, you got to get hot at the right time. If you want to make a run, it's about getting hot at the right time. And I think they're getting hot, at the right time. Well, they have gotten hot at the right time.
Well, I tell you what, just how their rotation handled the Braves, I couldn't help but be impressed with the Phillies. And folks, I am a diehard Braves fan. And yes, I wanted to see them win it again. I really did, but they didn't. But first and foremost, I am a baseball fan. So when you see performances like what the Phillies put on, like what the Rangers put on twice, folks, I'm from Tampa. The Rays, I will always root for the hometown team. Okay, that's never been an issue. And yes, to clarify something, if the Rays ever met the Braves in the World Series, I would pull for the Braves, but if the Rays won, I wouldn't be mad. Okay, there. But that's not the case, definitely not the case this year. That performance that the Rangers put on with not only against the Rays, but the Orioles. If I'm not mistaken, they swept the Orioles. Best record in Major League Baseball and swept them 4 games. 4 games straight.
Yeah.
Folks, if you are a baseball fan, you have got to be slightly impressed. Not saying, oh wow, that's amazing, blah 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 blah, but no, you have to be like, you know what, that was pretty damn good, because it was that 4-game sweep of the Baltimore Orioles. That I've never seen that performance like that. Not from the Yankees, not from the Red Sox, not from the Braves in with that freaking death row of pitchers, Maddox, Smoltz, Glavine. Look, that their pitching for the Rangers' pitching performance has been a work of art all the way up till now. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't think that we're going to see some little slap happy World Series. I think that we're going to see a battle, and I do mean a battle between pitching rotations and bullpens, because all of their pitchers are on point, all at the right time. So look, I know that I'm probably calling it way too early, but folks, I don't see the Astros beating the Rangers, and I don't see the Diamondbacks beating the Phillies. So yes, I've already called it Rangers and Phillies World Series. I mean, I could be wrong. I've been wrong in the past. If I am, oh well. Just completely disregard this segment.
Yeah. Let me see here. Let me ask you a question, William. How's your fantasy team doing?
Yeah.
I guess not good, huh?
What's that?
I said, how your fantasy team doing?
Yeah. So, my fantasy team, my fantasy football season is over.
You still got a while. Don't give up so easily.
Debo.
What?
One of my starting quarterbacks, Anthony Richardson, is done for the year. My starting wide receiver, or one of my starting wide receivers, Jordan Jefferson, he's gone for at least 3 to 4 more weeks. Let's see here. Who did I have as a backup at the quarterback spot? There was somebody else. Oh yeah, it was Jimmy Garoppolo, and he went out with a freaking back injury. I think Joe Burrow. I'm probably going to ride with him for the rest of the season. I think he's on a different fantasy team than what Jimmy G is. I'm going to have to go look at that. But dude, my fantasy team has been hit with the injury bug left and right. There ain't no championship in store for me this year. I mean, I'm still gonna play it out, but man, it's been rough. It's been real rough. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, I just lost to you last week.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna take a quick break. Then we're gonna come back on the other side for hour 2, and we'll continue the conversation. We'll also get into some other topics here on the Rat Pack Sports Show. This is the Wednesday night, and we'll be back after this break. Very short, quick break.